All right, welcome to the Morning Spike. This is where all the Nerd Huddle comes together and give you your NFL news, updates, and fantasy help. My name is Tank Kramer. I'm with Brian the Grizzly from Pan and Grizzly and Martin from Dynasty Pylon. What is up? Quick shout out. Make sure you check out both the channels, Nerd Huddle and Dynasty Pylon. Season's coming up, so when it starts, we're gonna start getting all those questions. So make sure you join us early and get all your fantasy questions. So
hey,
sure you
3 weeks.
Subscribe both channels.
3 weeks. We got camp starting, guys.
Yeah,
football's right around the corner.
Now, ain't it right?
I think they don't start till the 24th. The people that had the Hall of Fame game start 18th
like
or 19th.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
before. Yeah,
and then we look at the 24th for everybody, 24th, 25th, 26th for everybody else.
Look at that. Good morning, Mom.
there you go.
How are you? How's that great Montana weather?
It's like not 100 degrees now.
Yeah, I know. She's been grinding over there. She's been working. She's got a second job. Good for her. So, yeah.
Also, it's in the family to have 18 different jobs. I got you.
Hey. No, she does this time where she goes the second half of the year she'll get a second job for Christmas or something. Even though she don't need it. She doesn't need it. She does it anyways. But I love you, Mom. Mama didn't raise no bitch. That's what me and my siblings say all the time. Mama didn't raise no bitch. So
it's awesome.
That's funny. So here it is. Here's our
66 days.
66.
Wow.
About 2 months out. Like, aw.
Hey.
All right. So we're gonna talk about the AFC North. We're gonna continue with our over-unders for all the NFL teams. So I figured we'll do one division today because it's probably a holiday. So everyone's gonna either get out, go do stuff.
65 degrees.
Ooh, man, I think that's colder than Chicago.
Yeah, I think we're only 75, but we're gonna get up to 90 today. So
yeah, it's gonna be a hot one.
90. Hot.
Yeah. Martin's like, crank those numbers up.
So it's
you want to know what it is? It is 8 a.m. right here in Arizona. Ready? I'm gonna show you this. I just googled it right now. Ready?
It's just gonna say,
bam. This is 8 a.m. We're at 92 freaking degrees, and as we go on through the week, 108. This is the highest we'll get today. Tomorrow, 4th of July, 104, 104, 105, 107, 110, 112, 112.
There's no way. I will melt.
Get out of here, Mom.
I will melt. I wouldn't go outside.
65.
So you walk outside, you just melt.
Beautiful degree weather. Get out of here, man. That's
You don't even need a grill. You just put a pan
no,
outside
you
with
just
a burger on
lay
it.
out in the sun. You put the burgers on yourself. You get a tan, and you get your meal right there.
Oh my gosh!
I can't wait to graduate and get the hell out of here, man. I hate school.
Yeah, that's tough.
That's terrible.
That's more than tough.
Thank you, Mom, for reminding me of
Don't
that.
miss it.
Yeah. All right.
That's funny. Yeah. Oh God, it's so hot. Well, yeah, soon. So you'll head out. You said when you're done with school, and then Mark and Braden are heading out pretty soon.
Yeah, ain't nobody gonna be here.
Yeah.
The entire Nerd Huddle is leaving Arizona. That ain't no damn. Nerd Huddle is gonna be either East Coast or up north. I'm probably just going to Colorado. We're all gonna be in cold states.
Colorado's beautiful. I'm going there this February.
Beautiful,
I cannot wait. Oh goodness.
Yeah. Awesome. Man, yeah, so we're gonna have a different layout. Well,
time zone.
Most of us will be in the time zone. Most of us will be in roughly the same time zone.
Yeah.
At least half of the year will be in the same time zone.
Hey, I could. I'm gonna move an hour away, but that's about it.
Yeah.
I could do with that. All that 3-hour change is that hell no. I can't deal with that. Trust me, I was in North Carolina for a while. It was so confusing as hell. I was like, damn, no.
Yeah, I guess your mom said would like to live closer to you.
Yeah. Well,
you can always live closer to her.
It's unfortunate, yeah, but it's all good. It's all good.
Yeah. All right. All right, enough of the sentimental.
Yeah, shake that off.
Yeah, we gotta talk about some football. So we'll start off with last year's AFC champs,
Bengals,
Cincinnati Bengals. So last year they were, I just had it. Last year they were 10. They had 10 wins, made it all the way to the Super Bowl. So what do you guys think? This year they're at 9.5. So right about where they were last year. You know, they're going Steelers, Cowboys, Jets, Dolphins, Ravens, Saints, Falcons, Browns, Panthers. Got a bye, which is I think 10 to 12 is a good bye week. 10 or 11, I think. Then they got Steelers, Titans, Chiefs, Browns, Bucks, Pats, Bills, Ravens. How are we looking at the schedule? 9.5.
I can see that's a really good 9.5 because I can see 9 or 10 wins. That's exactly where I'm at.
This is theirs right now, right? This is the schedule.
Yeah,
this is their schedule. 22 schedule.
Let's say so. We'll talk through it. The Steelers, they'll probably beat the Steelers, especially coming off the first game. Yeah. Cowboys is gonna be a real tough game, but I think they can win. But it's gonna be real tough.
That's gonna be a tough one. I don't know. I don't think they win that
because it's at the Cowboys.
I don't think they win that one.
And they're young, but they beat the Jets. That's 2. Mm-hmm. The Dolphins is going to be a tough game, but at least it's at home, so I give them the edge. So that's 3. Ravens at Baltimore, I can't give that to them, not yet. This early in the season, Lamar Jackson's still healthy. I don't think I can give that to them yet. Saints will be a tough game, but I think they can win. Because you play in New Orleans is tough.
Yeah, but I think they're gonna have so many QB problems. I think.
I don't know.
I don't think so.
I think Jameson's going to take it by.
Yeah, I agree. I think Jameson's Winston's year. I think he's gonna show everybody what he. All right, you missed me now, type.
I think somewhere in the second quarter of games, he's gonna get hurt, and we're gonna see Dalton come out.
I hope not.
I mean, James literally only got hurt when you have to tear his ACL, and even then, he's like hopping off the field because he wants to walk off. That is a tough young guy. I don't think he's not injury prone. He's just he's well put together. He's slow, so he's not going to like have a hamstring injury or anything like that. He's not going to be able to run it.
Yeah, I'll give it to him. He can see now because then he got the eye surgery, the LASIK. So. Maybe that does help, but
and they have 3 really good wide receivers there too.
Yeah. I really hope he stays healthy, and I think that I don't think they win that one, to be honest. I don't think they win.
You don't think the Bengals? No. Unfortunately, I think they beat the Falcons.
Everybody beats the Falcons. Yeah, let's go. Move on. The Browns.
At Cleveland. Remember this. They might not have the Deshaun Watson, but
Monday
they might have
football.
the number 1. They might have the number 1 defense still.
Here comes the hero, Jacoby Brissett. I'm telling you, Jacoby Brissett is going to be the sneakiest pick in anybody's draft. If you get him in your last pick, I would not laugh at you.
No, I think he's going to be like the Jalen Hurts of this year. He'll be the Jalen Hurts.
This man's career is just amazing to me. He somehow finds his way through the loophole of the needle of the haystack and finds himself in a starting position at every team he's played at.
Yes.
I admire Brissett so much. He did it with the Dolphins. He did it with the Colts. He did it with the Colts or the Patriots. It's amazing. It really is. Here he is with the Browns, just by luck. Gonna do it again. Oh man, this guy, freaking guy.
Think about it. Think of the quarterbacks he was backing up. I mean, Tom Brady.
Phillip Rivers.
Yep.
Not
Deshaun.
Who was in Miami at the time? Was it Tua? No, Tua wasn't.
That was
Matt.
It Tua? Was it Matt?
Who was before Tua?
Was it Matt Moore or whatever? Was that
maybe?
No.
QB.
I
can't remember. Rosen. Didn't he compete with Rosen and outbeat Rosen?
Yep, he beat Rosen, Josh Rosen. Yep, you're right. Good job. Yep.
Yeah. Panthers, I think they lose. Then they got a nice bye week. Perfect time to get a bye week. Steelers.
Tannehill. It was Tannehill.
It was Tannehill.
Yeah.
Damn, you're right. It was Tannehill. Yeah. And then do they split with the Steelers?
I think they split with the Steelers. Come off the bye in Pittsburgh.
At
Mike
Pittsburgh.
Tomlin. It's still Mike Tomlin, guys. So I think they lose Steelers.
Yeah. By then
Off
they
of the
figure it
bye.
out. I think Steelers.
Sunday night football. I think Steelers will start to wake up a little bit.
Okay. All right.
Titans.
They might have a rough start, but good. What is that?
All right.
Titans?
Titans will be tough. I mean,
It all depends on Derrick Henry, to be honest.
Yeah.
And if they figure it out, if Treylon Burks is what they drafted him to be, the Titans and Bobby Trees and Treylon Burks with Henry, it's I'm
formidable.
really hoping.
It's a
I'm
year.
really hoping. Yeah.
I like that. But I think they lose the Chiefs. This
Yeah.
Browns again. I don't know if Deshaun's there or not. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, I think they lose against the Bucks. They beat the Patriots. Lose against the Bills, and that Ravens game. I don't
So
know.
they get swept by the Ravens.
I don't know. If Cincinnati needs it,
I think
they
you're
might
sitting
roll.
at 8 or 9 right now.
I think they probably beat the Ravens. That pushes it to
Right,
9 or
right.
10. I'm leaning towards 10.
I mean, 10
can't
got
see
them in the
10,
playoffs
and I
last
think
year.
they make playoffs. I think they make. I think they get 10.
Yeah.
I really think they get into playoffs, but I don't see them getting all the way through. I think they're going to get knocked out somewhere.
I mean, if Ryan Tannehill should have the MVP trophy for the Bengals last year. He had them beat, and he gave them the game. Like, he gave it to them.
Yeah.
So,
Here's the. I mean, the Bengals went there, and the Bills again. How is that going to happen? And the Chiefs again. How is that going to happen? Like how
You gotta have the
how can
Colts.
they go?
The Colts,
yeah,
Colts are going to win
sure.
it.
they're not going to make it
Raiders,
past the first or second round.
Chargers.
I don't see it either. Because anyone who plays the AFC West, I would not want to play that team that first
Yeah.
round.
You know, easily the entire AFC West can make themselves inserted into the playoffs next season. Because the Colts is my hard lock that they are the one making it. 100% sure they are the one team that's making it out of all those teams on that side.
I see the Raiders with 9 wins,
Mm-hmm.
and any team is going to have to beat 9 wins to get into the playoffs. And Baltimore, I think they could, but they also could not win 9 games. I mean, it's going to be real tough for any division to have 2 teams in it, with the AFC West being as strong as they are.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be division winner, and then AFC West is like the best 4 teams in all the conference, and then you only see 2 of them. So I mean, that's how I think it's going to play out. But
I think 3 get in.
3 probably gets in. I see maybe the Raiders being the outlier of not getting in.
Even though they got the best tight end in the game, they probably had one of the second best receiver in the game, and they have a great quarterback. Don't believe in their defense yet.
For me, it's the coaching, man. I don't know.
That's a good point.
I don't think the coaching is going to be able to handle getting into there. I really don't think so. But we'll see. We'll see. Anything can happen.
Yeah, but yeah, I mean,
you didn't give us a number, Tank.
What's that?
You didn't give us a number,
dude. I'm stuck right in there, like between 9 and 10, which is like 9.5 is such a perfect number for them because I really wouldn't put any money on the over under because it'd be so close. I think they could get 10, but it's really going to be interesting with the Ravens. I think they can get the last win because Ravens at the end of the season, for some reason, unless they're on a streak like how they were that one year. Yeah. Otherwise, like you can't play if they're already kind of doing really well. You can't play Lamar Jackson.
Here's my thing: even with the Browns, Even with the Browns, I feel like they probably could split because the Browns aren't just Deshaun Watson. Their defense is amazing. Their offensive line is amazing. They still can run the ball.
Yeah.
So Jacoby
and then you got to
Brissett
worry
can
about
win with that team.
Yeah, week 14. If he gets the year suspension, which is 18 games, and then they appeal it, and he gets even if he gets 12, which is majority of the season, he'll still be back for this game 14. Week 14. Yeah. So I doubt he's going to get a full season, just because of the appeal process. Do they ever hold up like the original stance? Like if somebody gets 8 games and they appeal it, they're like, no, you're still getting 8. They usually.
It's hard for them if they do a full year. I don't see them. I can see them coming down to 12 games. But if they give them 10 games, I don't think they go the appeal. I think they're going to stay with 10 games. They're not going to give me less than 10.
Yeah.
I just don't see it.
Yeah. But I mean, I got them at 10. But I don't know. Do they make playoffs? I mean, it really depends because of I mean, it really depends of Baltimore, right? Baltimore would be the only other team they would have to worry about in the division.
Yeah, it would matter on Baltimore how well they do.
Yeah,
I see anywhere from 8 to 10 wins.
Yeah,
like 8, I see for sure.
Yeah,
but
10 max.
10 could possibly be the max.
And I know a lot of people are saying, "What? This team was in the Super Bowl." I'm telling you. They're young.
They can't repeat sometimes. Sometimes teams can't repeat.
Yeah. Also, they weren't supposed to be there. You know what I mean? They got is a 100% luck.
They got
as good as all of the players they had. They got lucky.
But they upgraded the line
a lot,
drastically.
Time for jail is my only
so.
Yeah. I mean, they're going to be contenders for the next decade at least. I can see them, but they're gonna be good for a while. But I don't know if they're gonna go back to the Super Bowl this year.
Super Bowl, no.
No.
I'll pick them like 6, maybe.
Hang on.
Yeah. So that's the Bengals. So I think we're all kind of close in agreement with that one.
Turn this fan off.
Well.
I want to see Pittsburgh. That's where I really.
Yeah, I was just gonna do Pittsburgh next. So Pittsburgh is at 7.5. They're minus Cleveland. Cleveland's its own thing right now, but they are the lowest team with the wins in the division.
I don't have to see the schedule. So I put the Steelers at 8-1.
8-1. You get a tie somewhere.
Yeah, Mike Tomlin. That's what he does.
Yeah, he knows how to win. So there's a quick rundown. They got here we'll just do one by one. So week 1 they got Bengals. What do we think? Win or loss?
Lose.
Yeah, agree. Week 2 Patriots.
Loss.
Yeah, probably lose. Probably lose.
Yeah. Just because at this point it's coach versus coach, and then
I think it's coach versus coach, and the things that they're still trying to figure themselves out. Like they have a brand new arm. Regardless of who you put back there, it's a brand new arm. Yep. You got to figure that out with your receivers, and it's going to be. They're not going to figure it out probably until week 3.
If it's Mitch Trubisky out there,
Bill
Belichick's going to make. He's going to make him do the things he doesn't feel comfortable.
Yeah,
and they're not ready. He's not further along in the season to know his team well enough to know how to win that game.
Yeah,
he wasn't ready.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Yeah, I have it somewhere. But then we got Browns. Win or loss?
Win.
Yeah. Jets, is that even a question?
They win that one, I think.
Yeah.
Jets are gonna be better. They're not gonna win. They're not gonna win as many games as they should, but they're gonna be a lot better. They're gonna
be this year's Detroit.
I agree. That's exactly
what they're gonna lose.
Like
by
turn heads, but lose by a field goal.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, that's an improvement for them, for sure.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
But it still sucks. Bills, win or loss?
Loss.
Loss.
Yeah. For sure.
Loss.
Bucks against Brady.
Loss.
I think a lose.
Yeah. Dolphins. Week 7.
That one's gonna be interesting.
That's gonna be a really a good game.
Mike Thompson, great coach. I don't see them losing 3 games in a row.
I think they sneak a win with that one.
Yeah, I agree. Because by then, Dolphins are going to kind of show their true colors.
We'll know who they are.
Pittsburgh is going to start figuring it out. Because Pittsburgh is going to be good. How long before they get good is the question.
Yeah,
I think. But yeah, I think week 7 they'll figure it out. So Eagles, I think it's another good game.
That's a tough game. I'm going to say win just because they're going to the bye week.
I don't know. If there's one team I do not know jack about, is the damn Eagles.
Because they could be great. That Eagles team could have
talent, but they don't know what
Cowboys do.
They don't know what to do with their talent. That's the issue.
Yeah.
I just believe the Battle of Pennsylvania, that Pittsburgh does not want to lose to Philadelphia.
I don't think they. Man, I think they win that one.
I think they go to the bye. Was that 4-4?
Yeah.
Yeah, because was that 4? Yeah,
that's 4-4.
We go win. No, lost.
They could lose that first Bengals game and then they could win that first Bengals game and then lose the second one. Because I'm thinking like the Bengals come off of a bye week 10, and then they end up facing at 11. I think the Bengals might be able to win that point. I don't know.
I think they split wherever you say they split with them.
I think they do split which one or the other, but they both have, equal opportunity at the very beginning. You're trying to figure out what the hell you're doing, but then the Bengals come off of a bye week, which kind of gives them the advantage to just work on just them.
Yeah.
So it's like you study film for a whole week, and then you watch the Steelers game, and you see how they adjusted, and now you have 2 weeks worth of film. So now by the time you play them, you already know this team in and out because you've had
because they might be
7
going
weeks
another new
worth
arm.
of film, kind of, sort of.
They might be going against a new arm going to week 10.
That's
like Trubisky's out by then.
True. It could happen unless Trubisky goes into the bye week 4-4. I think he's out. It's 3-5. He's out.
I don't think they give up on him that quickly, man.
You got a rookie.
I know you hate him. But
I really like Trubisky.
You like Trubisky?
And I thought that this is a great pick for the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Everybody hated him.
He is who he is.
I hated him that he was picked where he was picked.
Exactly.
I hate that. Exactly. But
he can win.
He
can win you games.
Quarterback.
Yeah. And if you just let him, if he knows how to run the ball, and you play him like that, and you let him sit under the center, and you play action the hell out of him, I think you can still win with Trubisky. I don't think he's going to win because of him, but you win with him. Hey, keep on saying it.
Wait, Derpy.
Just keep on saying it, Derpy. The time is kind of cutting out. Unless if we don't have a trade soon, I feel better about my DK hope. Can't even say.
Man, you're on a lonely island over there.
Hey, that's okay.
You're on a lonely island.
I was on a lonely island before with Justin Fields.
Keep bringing that up.
Paradise.
That's the only stat I need, Martin.
The only thing you got. Look, man, don't be bringing Jordan and LeBron up in this. That's the only thing you need. All right,
let's keep it going. So, what did we say about Saints? I know we were kind of talking about Bengals. What did we say about Saints coming out the bye?
I think they
come out the bye. They have to win.
Beat them, yeah.
Yeah. So now that's 5 wins. Bengals. I know you guys said
it's a split.
Do they split it?
I think they
lose this one. They might win.
I think they lose and I think they win the first one.
Okay.
And they lose this one.
Okay, so they'll be at 6 whether they win or lose the first one.
Regardless of the
Okay. So then they're at 6 wins. Colts
lost.
They lose.
Yeah. Falcons
win.
All right, 7 wins. Ravens, I
gotta go loss.
Yeah, I'm thinking too.
Yeah.
It-
Yeah.
I mean, my thought is always like, oh well, we don't know the Ravens by week 14.
I think they
but
lose
You can't
there,
play
but
that game.
It's
I think they
it's
lose
'cause-
there. Yeah.
Yeah, because it's at the Ravens. I think. Yeah.
They probably split with them, and I think the Ravens are in contingency to win by week 17. I think they win against 17.
Yeah,
because they might
Yes.
bench Dobbins or something on 17.
I agree.
Mm-hmm. Okay, and then Panthers.
That's a win.
That's a win or a tie. I won't pick one. Of
You're
these
gonna
games
give
that's
them
a
that
tie.
tie.
That's the tie.
Is that the tie right
It's a
there?
tie. There we go. Right there.
Right, it's not happy. Maybe in the 80s, but not today, bro.
Man,
The 80s, they weren't
The
trades.
80s.
The 80s, they weren't
Yeah.
trades.
Yeah. Oh, he's going to training camp. Nice.
Oh, that's awesome.
nice.
Was that is Ohio what, Cleveland? Because I think he's
Is that where he's from?
I think so. Or not
Nice.
Cleveland, but I think it was Ohio. Could be wrong.
I don't know if it's Cincinnati.
Might be Cincinnati.
Or aren't they that far
Um,
from each other?
Cincinnati is almost in
exactly.
Kentucky.
I would
and
love to meet
Cleveland's-
Myles Garrett. I would love to meet that dude. That dude is so cool.
These guys are so big. I don't even think people even understand it. Like, I'm a big dude. You sit next to me, you'd be like, wow, that's a big guy. I look next
Yeah,
to
but-
Myles Garrett, I'd be like, well, that's a big
But,
guy.
but of all the guys, Myles Garrett is like he's also like a big time nerd too, man. I love Myles
Yeah.
Garrett. He's really cool. He's into Marvel and all
Oh.
that stuff.
Really?
Oh, that's right. He was. I
Oh,
remember
he
in
doing
chat on Discord from Ohio, but he's a Steelers camp. July
Nice,
29th.
dude.
But that makes
Nice.
sense, though,
There you
because
go.
I said you're in Ohio, you're the right spot in Ohio. Pittsburgh's just as close.
That's a day drive right there, bro. You guys are all in these small little states.
Yeah. The more east you go, the
Yeah,
smaller states.
Ohio's big.
Ohio's pretty big.
yeah, I know, but I'm just saying, like
But you know,
compared
the
to
difference
us,
between,
no.
yeah.
It's a day.
Yeah,
drive.
there's no desert in between.
3-hour drive.
That's nothing. That's not.
Yeah,
That's a.
it's not too
That's
bad.
that's a day drive. That's 2-3 albums of your favorite bands.
That's
Very
how
quick.
you mark time when it's like I'm gonna listen to this, and this, and I should be there.
Yeah.
Hey man, that's what I do when I have to go through all Illinois from the top to the tip, out to the bottom of it.
Ah,
I
That's 3 podcasts.
it's
right
it's 4.5 hours.
Yeah.
This is 4.5 hours. So I watch in game. if I watch,
Well, you watch Endgame and Infinity War. And
Infinity
you're
War
out
in
of
game,
Illinois.
call it, and I'm out. I'm out. We're good. We made it.
Yeah, that's funny. Yeah. All right, let's finish this one up, and then
Yeah.
we'll get into some stuff. So we said Panthers lost. So I think we're at
We're all-
7 wins right now, or
I'm saying tie.
you're saying tie.
I
Real.
think they
Oh, you
win
said
that,
win,
man.
right? You
They
said
He
win
thinks
that
he
one.
wins. He thinks he wins. Yeah,
So I think that's 7.
7 or
I
8.
think.
All
Yeah,
right.
7 or 8 right now. Raiders.
I lost.
Oh man. Yeah.
Christmas Eve.
Loss.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah,
That's
lost.
a loss.
Ravens. I know you said they probably split somewhere.
Yeah,
think they win
I
that
think
one.
that's a split. And I think they sneak away with barely a win on that one.
Okay, so that's about 8 wins. I
8.
think we're at,
Mhm.
and then Browns
Loss.
right at the end.
I'm going 8-1. There we go.
Loss. That's a loss.
That's a loss. So we got them about 8 wins,
8 wins.
which is right where they're at. They're 7.5. Vegas odds. So
It's
we got
just
them barely
hard.
over.
In 15 years, Mike Tomlin has never been under 500. And you know what's going to happen?
Trubisky.
Somehow he's going to win 9 games. Watch, it's going to happen. Either that, or somehow they tie 2 games, or they 8-2 and 7. Like, he's going to find a way. 8-7-2. I'm sorry. He's going to find a way to be better than 500.
Well, here we'll get into that in a second, Derpy. Before we move on to the next team. Yeah. Do we need to win 9 games to stay over 500?
They've had
Now you
ties the
do.
last 3 seasons. I'm just saying.
Now
now
you
you
do.
Pittsburgh's
do.
had ties the last 3 seasons.
Yeah, no, but now in a situation with the schedule, now you do. You have to
Yeah.
win 9, or else if
Yeah,
you don't
you
win 9, you basically
are under
you're
500.
praying that everybody else loses, because it's difficult to get into playoffs now.
How many games they
They're
won
not
last
making it
year?
to the playoffs. Last
Nah.
year they got
9, right?
they had 9
Yeah,
last
man.
year.
They got 9 last year.
Yeah.
They have no huge losses besides Ben Roethlisberger. It's just very different.
Yeah.
Hey, that was the ghost of Ben Roethlisberger. That's all I gotta say. That was not
That
Super
was
Bowl
his worst
championship.
season.
Yeah, Ben Roethlisberger.
Yeah,
He
his
couldn't throw the
worst
ball
season
more than
ever.
10 yards downfield. So
Yeah.
Everyone thinks that Chase Claypool's terrible now. He's not terrible. Just he had a quarterback that couldn't get the ball to him.
Hey, he's the best top 3 wide receiver. Oh man, I still think he's good, but he ain't what he said he is. No.
No, yeah, he's not
Sorry,
that good.
Chase,
He's top
you ain't that.
20. He's top 20 wide receiver. I'll put him there.
What was he said? But he
Overall.
put it on Twitter or something like that. He was the best
Just top 3 wide
top
receiver
3. Yeah. Get out of here, bro. Like,
in the NFL. He's have the best hands.
I'm looking it up right now.
Yeah. Here's CBS Sports. Steelers Chase Claypool says he's top 3 receiver in the NFL. Gives out his stat projections for 2022.
Yep.
Yeah. They just didn't work out. He said, for some of the plays don't go my way. I don't make some plays I need some to make. But as a football player, understanding the game, knowing what to do, knowing where to be, I was better. So I'm going to be better this year. Yeah, so he goes, I know for a fact I'm not like the rest of the guys in the NFL. I know I'm a top 5 receiver. I know I'm a top 3 receiver.
Well, you know what? Chase Claypool has a lot of talent. You know, he has a lot of
he's
talent.
saying he goes,
tested
we're gonna go. Yeah. So this is what he's projecting for himself. We're gonna go 1,300 receiving yards, 10 plus touchdowns.
Okay, for who?
Yeah. and he goes, when I'm working, I'm a dog. I'm gonna dog people lined up across from me too, and I'm gonna just bring that confidence, and I'm gonna bring that spirit, and I'm just gonna show the people, and it's gonna happen. And we're gonna rewind this, and we're going to see the clip in a little bit, and they're gonna be like, "Damn, he was right."
We're gonna all say, "Well, I say I believe in Mitch Trubisky. He's not a great thrower of the ball. I think he's a winner. He's not a great thrower of the ball. I don't know how you can get 1,300 accuracy. How you can get 1,300 yards when the ball is above your head? You don't have to catch the ball and do a backflip.
Yeah,
like, I don't understand how that's going to happen.
Yeah, well, I think Mitch can bomb the ball. He can throw it.
It always sails, but
he's gonna miss the target by 100 freaking feet. So, but if it's like who can throw the farthest, like he'll be like far, but it'll be like way off target. But yeah, but I don't know. Maybe last year with being behind Josh Allen and being with what's his name, the coordinator that's now with
Josh Dable.
Dable. Yeah.
I don't think
maybe he's a little bit better.
He still
I don't know, a year.
Can't throw accurately. I mean, I think he could play. He understands the play. He's going to be able to do play action. He's going to be able to get the ball out to where you need to get the ball out to. But I don't see him bomb the ball to Chase Claypool.
Yeah.
Jump balls.
We're finishing up the Steelers right now. So we're giving them about 8 wins, which would put them over the over-under, but it would be under 500, which would be Tomlin's first time ever.
Dang, he's gonna
which I think is
he'll sneak in a tie just somehow.
Oh, is that how you?
He's gonna sneak in a tie somewhere. It's Eagles, Panthers. One of those games, he's gonna sneak in a tie. That's
funny.
And they'll be winning too, and then somehow they're gonna tie. They're gonna back into a tie.
I don't know, man. I still kind of might see them at 7 or something weird like that, though. It's possible, but we'll see.
Yeah. Yeah, they're not winning.
The defense is better.
Yeah. They're not making it to the playoffs, but I think people are gonna watch because of Tomlin, of all people. Like, is he gonna finally have a losing season? Is this the beginning of the end for Tomlin, kind of thing?
I don't know about
He
the
won
end, man.
9
I think this dude,
games.
But I mean, you know how people are when
The ghost of it.
yeah, but
yeah.
He had a ghost at quarterback and won 9 games. A ghost.
Yeah.
Man, somehow I think he
Yeah.
figures out 500 somehow.
So we'll continue with the Baltimore Ravens. So the Ravens are tied with the Bengals, being at 9-5 over under. Last season they were 8. Last season they had issues.
That was easily
So-
a 11-win team that won 8 games. That's what that was.
Yeah. I mean,
And now this
without
team
Jackson,
no
they were 2-5 over
They
the last
have-
3 seasons. Oh, never mind.
they have no receivers, and we're still going to pick them to win games.
they got Bateman.
Oh, they have one
They got
receiver
Bateman.
that can be triple teamed, and they have
got
Mark Andrews. They have Mark Andrews. That's what they have.
Andrews.
That's what they really have.
I don't
And then
know.
they have a lot of runners, a lot of people that can run the ball.
Yeah.
Everyone coming back. I think Dobbins is going to be good coming back. I mean, I think they're going to be good. And they're going to play action the hell out of it. And Lamar's going to do his thing. And they're going to win 10 or 11 games.
Yeah.
I see the 9 to 10. I mean, it's going to be different because, like, again, we might see what we saw a couple years ago with Lamar just constantly just running the ball. That's what might have to be a lot of that, a lot of, passing the Dobbins, Gus Edwards. They're going to split. I hope they split them. I don't want them to split, but they're going to have to. It's all going to be on Lamar.
I say 11.
And I think this is why they're not letting go of Huntley, because if I think they're going to be really risky with Lamar, and if Lamar goes down, they got Tyler Huntley there because he's just a great value version of him.
Exactly what he is. That's exactly what he is.
So
I've been saying that for weeks.
Great
Since
value,
he's
Lamar Jackson.
drafted.
I
Yeah.
like Tyler Huntley. I'm surprised no one went after him.
Yep, me too.
I'm so shocked. I still think he can go somewhere and be a thing. I mentioned it at the just before this show, but I think that the Panthers the damn Ravens can do something.
Look at this schedule. I can definitely see if they split with the Bengals, they could even split with the Steelers. Even though I think they're going to win both of the Steelers, they're going to win a lot of games.
Well, here,
It's a lot
let's
of
go
easy
through
games
it.
and a lot of
Yeah,
It's a lot of easy games. Exactly.
a lot of easy games. Jets, that's a win.
Mm-hmm.
Miami,
I think they
I
win
think that
that
should
one.
be a win.
Mhm.
Patriots is going to be a good one.
I
That's
still
going to
think
be
they
their
win.
first, like,
I think they lose to them.
I think they lose.
Pats.
I think they lose to them.
Game 3.
I think Bill
Belichick
Belichick
knows.
I don't
kind of
think,
knows how to lock down Lamar real easy.
but that's the thing that gives him trouble.
They
Mobile
have good
quarterbacks.
defense though.
But mobile quarterbacks always give Belichick trouble.
I don't. Yeah, but I think they figured him out. I think the
And it's
entire
weak.
league figured him out.
I think
Last
it's week
year.
3. I think week 3, because it's week 3, that they're going to end up winning that one. But because I don't think they beat the Bills, and I think they lose to the Bengals the first time. And I don't think they lose 3 games in a row.
Okay.
Ooh, yeah.
You see
3
what I'm
games in a
saying?
row is a lot.
I do not see that team with that coach losing 3
I'm
games
gonna
in a row.
disagree with you there on the third win on that third week. I really think that the defense that the Patriots have can definitely lock down on the pass catchers. They have some really good DBs there, and Judon's no joke.
I agree.
I think he's gonna lock down on how to collapse on Lamar. And I don't think offensively the Ravens are going to do anything.
I feel like
I really
Lamar
think they lose that one.
He knows how to play action, use his feet as a threat, and throw the ball to Andrews a lot. And I think Andrews is the thing that wins them get these tight games. So without Mark Andrews, this team, I don't know. But we can just disagree on that week 3. But I think they still win that one. But I do believe they lose the next 2.
Yeah. Bills, they're not beating Bills. Bengals, you think they're going to lose the Bengals?
The first one.
Yeah.
I think the win at home, because Gold's home, right? White's away. That's the other reason why I believe the Pats. No, Gold's away. Gold's away. Okay, so okay, then I'll agree on week 3, and then they win week 5. I just don't think they lose 3 in a row. That's my biggest thing. I don't think they lose 3 in a row. So that 1, 2, 3. I think they beat the Giants. That's 4. I think they beat the Browns the first time. That's 5.
What you mean lose 3 in a row?
Because if they had lost week 3, 4 would have been beat the Bills, and then
I mean they win, loss, win.
And, yeah, so I'm agreeing with you. Week 3, I thought that they were at home with the
I see what you mean.
Pats and away with the Bengals.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
So I'll just switch
4,
those
5.
2. Yeah. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. I think they beat the Cleveland is 5. Lose to Tampa Bay. 6. It's 5. Saints, I think they beat the Saints. That's 6. They go in the bye. Right? Then we got Panthers. That's a win. Jags, that's a win. That's 8. And then Denver, they lose. Do you think they beat Pittsburgh here or lose to Pittsburgh?
They always
I think they'll
man.
Yeah, I was gonna say they're gonna split, so it doesn't really matter.
Weird.
So with those 2, just say 9.
I think they lose that one.
Lose this one and win 17. That makes sense.
Yeah, because again, towards the end of the year, depending on how much of a necessity these guys need to get into the divisional playoffs, I think that 17 is going to be a big part of it. And when we were talking about the Steelers, I think they bench somebody from there. They might win the first one and lose the second one because they could afford this loss.
They could have 11 wins going into that second.
So they might kind of throw this one and bench Lamar and Dobbins and throw out Huntley and Gus Edwards as their main dudes back there, and then kind of some DBs, something like that. I can see that.
If they win Cleveland and win Falcons, I agree that week 17 they're best.
They'll throw the 17th week.
Yeah, 17, 8. They could do
maybe
the 18th.
Yeah,
because if they have 11, they won the division with 11 because no one's going to be that close.
Yeah,
and then they take a rest, come back week 18, and they have to try and play their hardest for that one because it's going to determine whether they get in on a higher ground against the Bengals. Because I see them getting to 10 wins.
As of right now,
it's a difficult road, but it's going to happen. It could happen.
You think Bengals getting to 10 wins?
No. The Ravens.
Because right now they're at 10 or 11 right now. Before that game.
I'm just saying, like overall, I see them getting like it's not going to be easy. I can see 10 wins, but it's not going to be easy.
I don't think any game they have can be easy because of the way they play. You're not going to blow out a team with me. Don't throw the ball.
They're a high risk, type team. So I like watching them. But 11 wins.
I see 11 wins too. I see 11.
Man, I can see them going, but like once Brian started talking about you guys talking about this week 18, man, I'm like, they could probably rest both. But depending on what the Bengals do, and depending on how the rest of the conference is doing, that's gonna be really interesting. They might need to really, I don't know,
but they might not because of what Cleveland is going to be warming up. Pittsburgh is going to be probably out of the playoff picture already. The Bengals will be the only competition, but if they have 2 games ahead of the Bengals and they have the tiebreaker, it doesn't matter. So I don't know.
Yeah. I think week 14 to 18 minus the Falcons is going to be pretty interesting. For sure. Well, especially week 15, depending on what goes on with Watson. I think he should be back by then. But those last, 5 games, 4 out of 5 games.
Cleveland's scary to me. Cleveland is a scary team. Their defense is so good. Their offensive line is so good. Their running backs are so good. That's just a recipe for a team that you're not going to blow out. Hey, they run the ball and they got great defense.
We'll see if the Browns do anything good. Do you know how many weeks I'm gonna be saying Jacoby? Jacoby, I'm telling you, it's gonna be the man because if Watson's gone, Baker's gone, it's gonna be Jacoby.
Can he get through the whole season?
I think so. Yeah, he ain't injured. He's not that big of an injured prone, really.
No, and that O-line's gonna protect him. He's got protection.
Look, it ain't gonna be Kobe. It's gonna be Jacoby. Okay. Watch, it's gonna be Jacoby.
If the Browns are that good by the end of the season without Watson, it's gonna be.
It will be the NFL
bad.
Can you beat it?
Will be like the Bears with Rex Grossman.
Can you imagine the worst nightmare for the NFL? The NFL's worst nightmare would be Cleveland winning 11 games and Deshaun Watson coming back and winning the Super Bowl the same season that he suspended. That will be the NFL's worst nightmare.
Yeah.
They give him 10 game suspension, and all of a sudden he wins. They run 6 off at the end, and they went to the playoffs and they beat everybody because they have a great defense. That would be NFL's worst night. And he was the MVP of the Super Bowl.
Oh no. No.
I think the NFL will pull the plug on the game. No, we can't play, guys, because of COVID. Like what?
They'll do all the lights go dark again.
Go out.
This time they never come back on.
Lights go out. The shot gets black bagged. Just taken out. Where's the shine? I don't know.
Or he's laying on the floor, both his knees are like facing out the other way. Like he slipped.
Oh man.
Yeah. That would be that would legit be their worst nightmare.
I will laugh so hard. Oh my gosh.
Oh man. So at the end of the season, what were we talking about? I think Jimmy went 11. Brian saying about 11. Martin, you're saying 10?
10.
I'm saying 10, yeah.
I'm gonna probably go 10 too, which is still above their over under.
Yeah, but it's just not enough wins now in that division.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm saying. You're not putting enough wins out there. So they have to have 11.
Oops, sorry. Jumped ahead. I don't know how I did that.
Well, let's do it anyway. Now we got it.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, might as well. Let me pull this up. Yeah. So this is their schedule for the Cleveland Browns. So I looked on the latest wins and I'm like, hey, there's only 31 teams. Where's Cleveland? And then Brian, you said that they're off the board. And then I looked it up and they've been off the board for a while now. So Vegas is not
What's
even.
What's a while? I want to know.
I looked up. It was like sometime in the end of April.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, they've been off the board. I know since May, but yes.
I was saying hopefully end of May, but damn, that's wow.
Yeah, the article I saw was like the end of January. Yeah,
it was after the draft though. I thought that they were still on the board on the draft, and then after the draft, they were off the board.
That's crazy. That's amazing. That's wow.
Yeah.
Freaking
so
Deshaun,
I mean,
man, freaking Deshaun. All right, so we got. Go ahead.
April 1st. I'm looking at Browns are off the board for 2022 over under win totals. April 1st.
Yep.
So
April 1st, 2022. Yep.
Before the draft.
April 1st. Yep.
April 1st.
I figured they would have done it after the draft. Holy.
Wow. As soon as the trade went down.
Wow.
Yeah. So the article that I'm looking at,
Pro Football
where I have the 9.5. Yeah. Was it the 9.5 wins?
Yep. 9.5 wins.
ESPN. I'm sorry, ESPN.com but that article was from May 13th. They had him at 9.5. So that's not the official Vegas odds. That's more ESPN's odds, but also before everything kind of went down.
So that was also, they said that was
so crazy, man.
That was before Tom Brady retired
or unretired, wasn't it?
Yeah, unretired. Yeah, unretired.
Yeah. They're just not even. I can't believe that, bro. I can't believe it.
I think we need to look at the schedule in a few different ways. We can look at it as Deshaun is going to appeal and he's going to play the whole season, and maybe they'll figure it out next season, which is highly doubtful. He misses about half, or he misses about 3/4, or he misses all. Those are like, I think, the 4 things.
And they're pushing for the whole season, right?
They're pushing for the whole season. The NFL wants the whole season. NFLPA said it over our dead bodies. So I think it's going to be somewhere around 10 games.
But the NFLPA said this?
Yeah, the NFLPA said they don't want him to get any games. They said he has not broken any laws, anything to go with the collective bargaining agreement. You can't levy anything else, and that's unprecedented for anything else when someone has not done a criminal trial.
This is why I love Brian. Man, see, sometimes I know my stuff, but then he'll come in with a jab. I love it. Look, that's amazing. They're gonna reach somewhere in the middle.
It has to be.
It's got to be somewhere in the middle. If the NFLPA, like the entire NFLPA, is saying that, they're gonna have to somehow, some way, either someone's gonna hire a hitman to get him out or something. But I don't. Well, not that drastic, but you know what I mean.
We know exactly what you mean, though.
They're gonna be somewhere in the middle. And if that happens, exactly what you just said, Brian, that would be the NFL's. Wow.
So Sue Robinson has the final say for this, and she still hasn't given her answer. And I think she's gonna slip it in like right after this 4th of July weekend. So like no one has this big blow up. But I think she's gonna try to slip that in real quick and be like, 10 games. Like she's gonna throw it out there. Or she says the full season, but after the appeal, I don't think they can do a full season. I think they it's gonna have to come down to 10 games probably.
Yeah. I mean, that's what they usually do when like NFL suspends for 8 games, the PA is like 4 games, and then they meet somewhere in the middle around 6 games.
Yep.
That's just usually the tradition of how a lot of this stuff works. But being 18 games apart from each other, one saying the entire season and the other one saying
none,
no,
time
like,
served.
0 times. Yeah, exactly. Time. And then does that play an effect? Has time already been served because he's missed all of last season?
Oh, but he got paid all last year.
His first game will be against the Dolphins.
I think so.
Dolphins, he's going to come in.
Bills. I think his first game will be the Bills. I think his first game would be against the Bills.
The Bills.
Yeah.
You think because the team decides to not put him in, he'll get the go week 10 to come back, and then he'll finally start against the Bills?
Does the bye week count as a game suspension?
Well, typically they say weeks. They don't really say. Oh, but sometimes they do say games. You're right.
So you give him a 10-game suspension. So if you do that, I'm saying 7, 8, 9, 10.
So he won't be back to the Bucks.
Yeah, to the Bucks at home. At home gets to go. At home,
3 sentences ago, we were like, "Oh, this game, now this game, now this game." Now we're even like changing it.
God, I hate this man so much.
Yeah.
I don't even. Oh, why are you?
He ruined everyone's dynasty, or he ruined everyone's fantasy football in general last year.
Oh my gosh.
Everybody, and then now this year, how much? How much is he gonna mess up everyone's fantasy? How much is he gonna mess up?
Player out there that has this man is in the worst mood of all. Mark, if you ever watch this, buddy, I don't know what you're doing right now, but the smartest thing you did in this offseason is trade away Deshaun Watson. Smartest thing you ever did, because this would be a freaking headache. Freaking headache. Yeah. I would hate to have him on Dynasty right now.
Then Jimmy is like, that's what he was thinking coming home against Brady, and Brady serves him that L.
I don't know about.
That'd be interesting.
I don't know if he's gonna lose that game, but I do.
I mean, how rusty is he? He missed a season and a half.
But what if the Cleveland Browns are rolling?
Then you keep throwing Jacoby.
Yeah, I mean, how if they come back at the Bucks and Jacoby is kind of crushing it, even halfway crushing
1, 2, 3, 4.
how do you not play him and then have him start against Texans?
Yeah.
That would be the
oh
best.
My God!
Play against the Texans.
At Texas,
easy win.
Yes.
At the Texans,
Easy
no,
win
there's
against
no way
the
they're gonna
Texans.
do that.
Yeah, they have to.
Yes. Put him against the Texans. That would be the greatest thing
It
ever.
would his comeback game in the NFL.
He's going to score 70 points against the Texans. He's going
If Watson returns for Week 14 against the Texans, that is going to be the biggest watched game that entire week.
That might be the biggest watched game of the season. But I mean, I'm saying, but the Bucks, you're still going against the GOAT. So you warm up against the GOAT, and the next week you get the Texans, the team that this all started with. I think Deshaun's going to, if he could play 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 games and possibly throw for 2,000 yards.
That's a lot.
That's how many yards I'm saying. That's how crazy
I'm like,
what? He could possibly throw for 2,000 yards in 7 games. Just do the math, guys. Do the math. That's 300 yards a game, and he's going to throw for like 500 against the Texans.
I was going to say, like, half of it's going to come from the Texans.
He's just going to throw for like 500 yards against the Texans.
He's probably gonna throw a lot against the Ravens and the Commanders and the Steelers.
Yeah. He can literally light it up. And we're going to end the season with Deshaun with what, 12 touchdowns, 4 interceptions, and 2,000 yards in 7 games.
7 games.
If he goes to the playoffs, I'm telling you, the NFL has to do. They have to. I understand why the NFL is going for a full season because I would be afraid of this man and that team.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I would be afraid because he could win.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh my gosh!
Can you imagine saying this in December? Is Deshaun Watson going to
December 4th? I think if the NFL is going to try, they're going to try to avoid that. If I was the NFL, I would be like, cool, 12-game suspension because then he would come back against the Bengals.
That would be smart for the NFL.
Well, I don't think the NFL would do. I think the NFL would want that because they would want to sell a lot of. You know how much money they can make in that week?
That is so true.
You know how much money they can make in that week? That's a lot of anticipation that people are probably looking forward to watch that game.
But a lot of bad PR though too. A lot of bad PR because the more that Watson is in front of cameras this year, the bad PR it is. Does the NFL want to deal with bad PR? The NFL's got money. They don't give a shit about money at this point. It's like an extra $1 billion to them is like pocket change. Bad PR, a possibility at losing.
They've already suspended him for freaking 12 weeks, right?
Yep.
Essentially, from what we're going off of.
It would have been a season and 12 games.
Like 12 whole games. All right, bring them back 13. I don't know. This is this is why the Cleveland Browns are off the board. I mean, I'm surprised how early they took them off the board. I really thought by the end of after the draft would have been a little bit more better. But the fact that what are they sitting at 9.5? That's it's interesting to me for to see that.
According to ESPN, this is ESPN's odds.
2, 3, 4.
So, oh man,
5, 6. I can see them winning 7 or 8 games with Jacoby Brissett, 7 or 8.
With just the defense, just because of that
defense and Brissett. I can see 8 games. And if Deshaun plays 2 of those games, man, that could turn to 10.
I was gonna say that uptakes 3 games.
Man, like if you let him play 7, say he's suspended 10 weeks or 10 games, right there. I mean, that could get them to 10 or 11 game wins. That's scary.
I mean, even if he comes back for the last 4 games, if he comes back for just Ravens, Saints, Commanders, Steelers, he's got to put a whooping on them and show him he's still got it. He's worth what $250 million or whatever the hell he's getting paid over there.
Well,
if
it's
Deshaun,
only $1 million this year. It's only $1 million this year. He's crazy like a fox.
hey, so how do you feel about your boy David Bell heading there? I know you were talking about David Bell a little bit in the offseason. How do you feel about how that dude, Brian?
You know, I don't.
Because he's 6'1", 220 or two something like that, right? He's a pretty big dude.
But what is he gonna do? I don't know. That's why everyone is kind of being held hostage. I don't know.
Because they got Amari Cooper.
Yep. And who's your number
Jones,
one?
David Bell. And
Bell is going to be, but without Deshaun, I don't know. With Deshaun,
we got Brissett. Okay? We got Brissett. No Deshaun for now. How far do you think they'll go with Jacoby, David Bell, Amari Cooper, Peoples-Jones, and David Njoku?
Okay,
so and then with that stellar defense, like they could go.
I'm going to say Amari Cooper gets hurt and only has 1,000 yards this season. He gets hurt and still gets 1,000 yards.
I'd be happy with that. From a fantasy standpoint, I'm happy with that.
I say, Bell, I can see only having 400 yards because he's going to be your fourth option on a lot of your plays.
Okay,
especially with your running back situation, because really, Chubb and what's his name? And Kareem Hunt, they're going to really end up being the third options most of the time.
Okay.
Joku, I think actually end up being your second option for a lot of this stuff.
I think they're going to involve him a lot with that new contract.
They're going to have to. And Brissett, he's not the biggest guy ever. So who's the quarterback's best friend?
Tight end.
Mm-hmm. You know, so that's where I really think we're going to see Joku really have a big year this year, especially if he can stay healthy. Peoples-Jones is your wild card because he could be as good as your number one receiver.
Yes, he is really all over the place. I like him some weeks, and now some weeks it's like, man, what are you doing?
Yeah, exactly. You know, but there's some weeks where he is the most talented guy on the field. He's catching contested balls. I
like talking the Browns with you because I know last year you were high on them, and you tend to like that you veer yourself to like these guys. And I remember last year you and Marvin were talking about how they would be the best running game team out there. So I'm just bringing it back.
Uglies. And as I remember 2 years ago, they were the best offensive line in all the NFL. So now they're getting back healthy. They still have these two great running backs. You know, Jacoby Brissett, you can say whatever you want to say about him. He's won games. He's won games.
He gets it done.
And their defense is nasty. So Myles Garrett is the best defensive end in the NFL. I don't care what anyone says. He's the best defensive end in the NFL. That's how good he is. So that's why this team is scary. And that's why I said the NFL should be afraid of the Cleveland Browns. If they get into that playoff, one game playoffs.
Oh no,
man.
You don't want to see them.
Okay, so here's a scenario. So what if they say they give Watson a season. Does that count for postseason?
I don't think
they give him 18 games. What was that?
I don't think they bring him back for the postseason because he's too rusty. Your team, you're too all over the place.
But at least have him on the roster. Just
Jacoby.
You let Jacoby play the whole year.
Jacoby.
The whole year. And Deshaun would be my backup coming into the playoffs. You better hope Jacoby don't get hurt. Deshaun comes off the bench.
They might ease him in, give him a quarter on one game, give him half a game the second game, 3 quarters, or maybe by that point, all right, see how he did that game when he plays half of the game and then pull him in for the full game. They might ease him into it.
It's scary, though, knowing that Deshaun Watson can, at any point in time, talent-wise, he's the 4th best quarterback in the league.
Oh, wow, he could come in and light it up.
He could kill you. So it's like...
We've seen it do it in Houston with nobody.
With nobody.
It was
us three as his receivers right here. It'll be us three.
I remember that last year he played. I had him on my fantasy team, and I'm like, "Who's he got? He's still putting up like 28, 30 points every
best
week.
Quarterback that has ever played
With
in that team in that entire division. That he is the best QB with nobody. Like I could only say that about two quarterbacks is Aaron Rodgers and Watson.
Yep.
You give them anybody who has a little bit of talent
and a pulse,
they can make it happen.
Yeah, but a little talent and a pulse, he's gonna show you a 1,000-yard receiver. Like Will Fuller was a good receiver with Deshaun Watson, guys. Will Fuller can get on the team right now. Will Fuller is a good receiver with Deshaun Watson.
I can't believe it, bro.
Yeah, man.
But I mean, I'm literally all I can do is put a big question mark and be like, I don't know what the hell. Somewhere between 7 and 12.
Oh man.
Yeah, man. But I know as soon as we hear something, I think Brian, what you said is right. Like Sue's gonna come in on Tuesday, like, hey, how's everyone weekend? 10 games, and just like leave.
Oh, God.
like and just run. It's like you said, to slip it in the middle of two sentences. Just like
this would be like fireworks going up. Sean got 10 games.
Yeah.
What you say? She's gone. She's out.
Yeah. There's a giant like flash in the room, and she's gone. She's doing Batman leaves. Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. I think Tuesday we're gonna hear something. I mean, we have to, right? Because then that would be. They finished the hearings on Wednesday.
Yep.
Or was it Thursday?
No, Thursday. Thursdays. So Thursday they left. They said both sides are basically sticking to their guns. Collectively bargain. If they don't give them a season, they have to give them 10 games. So I was like, what? I didn't realize that, but I think it's the conduct policy, whatever it is.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's like minimum 6, 8, 10. Like that's what they get. So if they don't give them the full season, it got to be 10. So it's weird. But do you try to tack on 2 more weeks just to kind of control the narrative? I would. I'll see what they say.
Because then at least that gives you like bargaining chips, some leverage. Say 12 and they're like 8, and then you meet at 10.
Yep.
Because
if you go 10 and they try to push it down to 8, I'm like, no.
Yeah, then it becomes like more of a 2 stubborn sides not willing to give up, 2 games.
Exactly.
But, I mean, that's what it might come down to. It might come down to like 1 or 2 games that either side just won't give up. Man, it's gonna be interesting.
I say, Deshaun, we get the Deshaun Watson stuff on Tuesday, and Baker gets traded on Wednesday.
Oh yeah,
it's going to happen as soon as we get the information. Baker's traded the next day.
Yeah.
I mean, at this point, the contract's got to be done. They're just waiting for like Baker Mayfield to like finish the D, at the end of his name. It's like, and boom, and done.
Can't believe this, bro.
Oh, that's so funny.
But for sure, I think if it happens Tuesday, which I think we all agree, honestly, I know you guys on Dynasty Pylon will probably be on in the afternoon, which it might happen right when you go on. You guys go on at a good time. You're muted. Can't hear you.
Martin, can't hear you.
Oh, my bad. My dog was barking. I feel like every single time something happens, it pops off right as we go on, or just before. Like, I don't understand
right after you go off.
Yeah, like
it's be 2 o'clock. You were like, "Hey, all right, we guys about to go on and Deshaun Watson."
I was like, "Well, we're changing up the entire show sheet. We're doing this." And no.
If it happens and I'm at work and I'm not busy, I might
I'm
jump
on my phone.
That's fine.
Like,
that's fine.
That's crazy.
Yeah, but it'll either happen right when you go on Tuesday, or as soon as you get off on Tuesday. It's up to you if you want to jump back on if it does happen like a half an hour after you get off. I don't know your schedule. But for sure, by the time Panda and Grizzly comes on, we should have news.
Well, the problem is Tuesday I'll be on a separate show.
Okay.
Tuesday I'll be with with Fantasy Hustler and the Get Right. We'll be
Okay.
covering a mock draft that we did on Friday night, and
You
we're
think
giving out
so?
the grades during that time. So I'll be.
You think so? Let Deshaun Watson news come down.
Yeah.
I mean, if it comes during that time, but I'm not gonna say, hey guys, I gotta go. Like,
no, that's what I'm
get-
saying. I'm saying even on the show that you guys should start like, hey, we got.
Oh yeah, probably,
This is
but
it.
but look, I love them over there, but the problem is they don't have as much cool graphics as much as we do and all that. Like, I know we have our breaking news stuff, man. They need
Yeah.
help with the extra stuff that we have visually.
Yeah.
That's gonna be fun.
Well, I mean, also we're kind of like we goof around. They're more serious. You know, like Mike and Get Right, they're more serious on stats and stuff like that, which is fine. I mean, that's all. I mean, we definitely dick around a lot.
Oh, I mean,
You know,
we're going on an hour and a half here, but technically the show is actually what
45
little under an hour right now. The
Yeah.
show technically,
Yeah, we're about
the
an hour.
actual parts that we're keeping,
the actual
you know?
show, yeah, because we spent like 20 minutes of whatever.
Just talking.
Yeah, and then we got in college and talked about Deshaun
Yeah,
Watson
y'all
again.
lost me there.
Yeah, but oh man, yeah. This, I mean, talking about graphics. If this doesn't get played when Deshaun Watson news happens, then I don't know why I put it up. I might edit that to put the main guy's face with Deshaun Watson.
Right in the middle.
I might, the guy in the
Hell
middle that
no.
kind of like pulls his hood down, like looks. I might edit
yeah.
that to put Deshaun Watson, and then have the NFL, like the guy that like runs by at the end, have like the NFL logo.
Oh,
I might edit that just for that.
Oh my gosh, that's gonna be so funny.
Oh man, yeah. We don't use the graphics enough. I tend to forget about it.
we really don't, and we have so many for different reactions. Like,
You do.
man. But honestly, I cannot give you an actual grade for this team.
Yeah,
I really can't.
Impossible.
And I understand why it's off the board, and I'm in the same boat. Until we hear what is happening with Deshaun Watson, we will never know. But as of now, if Jacoby is the guy, if Jacoby's the guy, it's gonna be 7.
Yeah.
7 or 8.
So what you're saying?
So you're telling me there's a chance.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh man, I feel bad for the Browns, man. I really do.
Yeah.
You know, and the thing
The
is,
never-ending
honestly, of
story.
all the Browns and everything, I don't care what anybody says. The one person that I feel the most bad for, and you guys already know, is Baker Mayfield. I feel so bad for him. He came in with open arms, loved that place, and he was talking so much trash, and he was so arrogant to be on the Browns that he would talk them up. He goes, "Yeah, I'm the main guy here, and this is my family." And then they turn around and say, "You know what? We're done with you."
It's like they forgot they were 0-16 when they got him. Like they forgot they were 0-16, and he
they don't
took
realize
them to 3 plays of being in the Super Bowl. They were within 3 plays of being in the Super Bowl and being the Kansas City Chiefs. That's how good they were. He brought them. So and they just kind of throw him away. Like he
has
doesn't
been
mean
the best
anything.
quarterback in almost 20 years for them. And then if that's not realization of how much he meant to them, then I don't know what they're doing. Because he has been the best thing they've had in a while.
In a long
time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In my lifetime, I can't remember the last time.
The Browns were good in the early 90s,
Browns-
I think.
Yeah, I mean, I was 6 at that time, so I really. Well, I guess my lifetime still, but my,
say he's the best quarterback since.
Yeah, I mean, ever since I started watching
Otto Graham. It says Otto Graham.
Who the hell is that?
Like from the 40s.
Oh my goodness!
Oh my God.
Good God. I don't know.
So I was right. My lifetime. and most of my grandmother's lifetime. So, yeah.
No, I mean it's really this is real. I'm looking like there is no good quarterback. Oh man.
Yeah. So, yeah, but Cleveland, I say like there are a lot of other fan bases, just like Chicago, but as soon as you mess up, you're done. They don't care. They don't care what they've done for you. They don't care. So
Sad
kind
to
of sucks,
say.
but it
Sad
is
to say.
because I thought he was a good quarterback, but
Oh man. Well, it is what it is.
Yeah. But that was AFC North. We had some fun, messed around, talked. A quick shout out to all the people in chat. We appreciate it. Derpy, Jimmy, Anthony from the Get Right. So make sure you go check out the Get Right. Oh, and Stella. We got Martin's mom in chat talking about
yeah, she's been coming on lately. She took like a whole big old hiatus. Every now and then comes on.
Like she's able to enjoy the weather and actually see stuff.
Yeah, I'll waste a couple minutes and watch this show.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I got time.
Yeah, but I appreciate everyone in chat, and then make sure you check out Nerd Huddle. Probably we were doing some NBA stuff, which is cool. We're still talking football on Tuesdays, Morning Spike on Sundays, Dynasty Pylon. Go check them out. Make sure you like, subscribe. They're doing you guys are finishing up. You should be about halfway done, right?
Yeah, we should be halfway done. I think we're doing the Minnesota Vikings next, and because we haven't even gotten to your guys' team yet, because you guys were in the second round. We're going by rounds, so
yeah.
We should be finishing up here.
Yeah. So you guys are doing that.
Like
every Wednesday.
Anytime you guys are a little bored, just type in Dynasty Pylon. They're probably on live at any time of night. I mean, 3 o'clock in the morning, Dynasty Pylon. So probably get your notification coming in. It's like they're going live right now, 4 times a day, 7 days a week. Ready to go. Yeah. Come on, let's go.
So, yeah. And then also, if he's not on Dynasty Pylon, I know he said he's gonna start collabing with other people. So make sure you check out Get Right. I know Dynasty Pylon, Get Right Fantasy, which is Anthony and the guys over there. They're super fun, super awesome, good with stats. So go check them out. And there's a good chance you might see Martin in chat or on screen over there as well.
I told you. Yeah, like he has 8 full-time jobs, guys. 8 of them.
Stupid, bro.
He's not wrong.
It's like you're doing something all the time. It's like, I'm sorry, on the 18th, I'm gonna be going saving the world. I'll be back on the 21st after I save the world.
Saving the world.
After I finish my final test, my college finals.
I finish the finals, and then I go.
Yeah. But this weather, man, I might be out of town. Practice. I might just skip town with this weather coming up. 112. I might go somewhere else, man.
Yeah, next week where he's gonna be up in Montana.
Probably.
Like, where did these come from?
Yeah.
Hot as hell.
Yeah, but yeah, man, just go check out Dynasty Pylon if you're watching on Nerd Huddle, and vice versa. Check out Nerd Huddle. Yeah. Let me bring this up real quick. There it is. That's the show schedule for the live shows. Mostly sports. Dynasty Pylon, like I said, they're on every day for now. They'll probably replace the daily thing with something else. But Wednesday is their main show. And then Spoiler Kings, if you're into movies and TV, check out Spoiler Kings. But otherwise, every Sunday we're going to be here helping you out with your fantasy football, getting you guys ready for that. 66 days.
24/7, guys. 365 days a year.
Yeah. But cool, man. Anything else you guys want to plug anywhere? Well, anything you're going to be doing this week, Martin? You want to do a shout out?
Yeah. So not Look, I'm taking tomorrow off. I'm not doing anything. I might have a pre-recorded show that I did on Friday with the Get Right Fantasy guys. So it won't be live, but I'll probably see if I can post it sometime tomorrow. But it was with Fantasy Hustler, and it was a IDP mock draft. So if you're interested in watching that, and so see how that went. And then on Monday, so Tuesday, I believe that is when we're gonna go over the grades of that show on how we thought about what the 12 IDP. It was a IDP mock draft, so that'll be on the Get Right Fantasy Network, which I'll put all that in those shows.
Just got another notification. He went live again.
Man, get this
I
moment.
mean, he is live right now. Oh man, that's funny though. Put that. There we go. So cool. So I know we have a Discord, so make sure you check us out on Discord. Check us out on the Sleeper app. You can talk all there and stuff like that. But yeah, hopefully we'll get into some other stuff too. Facebook. I know the Nerd Huddle Facebook page has been kind of, besides me posting a few memes every so often. But yeah, we'll get into like Facebook.
We're coming back, guys. It's football season coming. 66 days. We'll start posting all this stuff in, and wait till Deshaun comes. I'm telling you that I won't have like 50 memes. Just throwing it up.
It's gonna happen.
Just gonna be throwing it up every day. Like another one.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
That's
But
awesome.
cool, man. But let's get out of here. Been on. I was like, oh, it's gonna be a short one today. Freaking hour and 40 minutes later.
We talked too
All
much.
right. Yeah, let's end this one. Put the hammer down. Let's get out of here. All right. We'll see you guys later. Later.